from the Channel3000.com Alert Center. This is News 3 Now at 6.
And thanks for joining us tonight. The first case of coronavirus now confirmed in Wisconsin, bringing the total number of cases in the United States to 12.
The patient is a Dane County resident and was diagnosed at UW Hospital here in Madison. We have team coverage of these latest developments. Jamie Perez is outside UW Hospital and Madeline O'Neill is downtown.
Let's start with Jamie with the latest from UW Health following a press conference this afternoon. Jamie?
Well, doctors say that even though there is now this confirmed case, they still don't believe that it poses a threat to the general public, although they are still testing all of the medical staff and the family members that came into contact with this person since they came back from China. Now, I'm told this person traveled to Beijing for Chinese New Year's, and when they came back on January 30th, they went to the hospital to be tested for the coronavirus. That person is now said to be self-isolated at home as the hospital waits on test results back from the CDC to see if anyone else who came into contact with this person will test positive. Although they are taking some aggressive measures to prevent the spread of the virus, doctors cannot give definite answers on when it's safe for people who have the virus to be back in public.
So for a confirmed case of the novel coronavirus, it's really on a case-by-case basis. There's often serial testing that is required, which is currently being discussed, and so there isn't a certain time frame that we can give people as to when they can come out of isolation.
Now, for any confirmed case in the future, follow-up tests will be done, and that person should not leave their home until they have been cleared of the coronavirus. And because this virus is spreading so rapidly across the globe, there are no promises that more cases like this won't show up. Madeline O'Neill has also been covering this story extensively with me today. Maddie, what has happened at the press conference that you were at?
Well, Jamie, that's right. Local officials here at this press conference say, given what we've seen in the rest of the world, this case likely won't be the last of coronavirus in this region. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway and County Executive Joe Parisi joined Public Health Madison and Dane County for the conference this afternoon, emphasizing that the risk for Dane County residents getting the coronavirus is very low. Even so, public health officials say they've used the past few weeks to set up a response team to set up safety precautions. During this time, Mayor Rhodes Conway is asking residents to be aware of implicit racial bias.
You cannot tell if someone has a risk of spreading the novel coronavirus by what they look like. This public health concern will not be solved with fear and discrimination. We will fight it with compassion and with science.
Officials say the coronavirus patient did everything right to prevent the virus's spread, immediately going to University Hospital upon returning from China with symptoms. Now, public health has set up a hotline specifically for updates on the coronavirus. They'll be updating that along with their social media pages and website, too.
Madeline O'Neill, Jamie Perez, both reporting live tonight. Thank you both.
As this story develops, we learn more about the virus in Wisconsin and the Madison area. Be sure to stay with News 3 Now on air or Channel3000.com for that information on the go.
Well, let's turn things over to weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, our first alert forecast. Gary?
Yesterday it was looking like we would see some accumulating snow, especially south and east of Madison from late tonight into tomorrow. That's looking a little less likely. As we look at Doppler track right now, the first surge of snow has really passed us by across Illinois into Indiana and southern Michigan. Looks like there's a band of light snow into southern Wisconsin, but surface reports indicate that that just is not reaching the ground. Not seeing anybody reporting snow, and the visibilities are at or above 10 miles. Latest computer model forecast brings maybe an inch or two near the Lake Michigan shoreline from Milwaukee southward, but that's about as close as the accumulating snow gets. Overnight, look for skies to be mostly cloudy. Temperatures will drop to around 20 by tomorrow morning. Once the snow moves out, look for skies to turn partly sunny tomorrow. Our high temperature topping out at 30, but still have some more snow in the forecast for Sunday, and then again in the middle of next week. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. State officials are warning those in southern Wisconsin prepare for a wet spring.
Officials with the DNR say there's a high risk for flooding throughout the state. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter explains the issues this community is facing.
Eric and Charlotte, this area of Lake Koshkonong has flooded each of the last 2 years. And tonight's experts are saying if you live in a floodplain like this, it's time to prepare before it's too late. The ice on the shores of Lake Koshkonong is already starting to melt. And to the DNR, this is a sign that spring will be very wet. In this area, is no stranger to flooding.
Most commonly, there are lower pockets of the city, so those do get flooded, first, and then also, of course, near lakes or near large bodies of water.
This was just last year, and flood repair experts like Jenny Bogie say over time, things have gotten worse along the lake and elsewhere.
Many homes have never seen flooding, but are now seeing flooding in the last 2-3 years that they've never seen on that property from the existence of the home, which could be 40-50 years, but now they're seeing flooding.
It's enough to even get the attention of insurance agents like Gary Ellis.
The ground is really super saturated right now. It's frozen, so you really can't tell.
Who says usually when people come into his office to talk about flood insurance, it's too late.
Probably 3 to 5 times a year that happens, and I have to have the discussion with them then that their homeowners insurance doesn't cover that.
Now the state of Wisconsin is recommending homeowners ask about flood insurance for themselves. They say it's only so long before this turns into this. Now, one of the best ways to monitor the water levels where you live is by checking the water level gauges on the National Weather Service website. You can also visit the forecast each day on our website, channel3000.com. I'm Lake Koshkonong, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
For more information about flooding insurance, the state of Wisconsin says you can visit floodsmart.gov.
New information tonight of the homicide investigation of Nicholas Day, found dead along a rural road in Blue Mounds 3 weeks ago today. Tonight, detectives are looking for the person driving this truck. It was seen driving west on Main Street in Mount Horeb around 12:30 on January 15th. Deputies say the driver is not considered a suspect, but may be able to provide crucial information. Day was found along Highway JG on that Wednesday afternoon. It was initially reported as a hit and run, but changed to a homicide investigation. Dane County Sheriff's Department says it was a brutal and calculated murder. So far, a $1,000 reward is being offered for any information that leads to an arrest.
An arrest has been made in connection with the fire that burned down the Barn Restaurant and Bar in Baraboo. The barn has been closed since the fire in December of 2018. With evidence of an apparent break-in the day before, the restaurant's owner expected arson. The Sauk County Sheriff's Department said the arrest is also in connection with a separate burglary in Baraboo. The person's name has not been released. Today, the Senate acquitted President Trump on both articles of impeachment. This result was expected ever since the trial was handed over to the Republican-controlled Senate. Both Wisconsin senators voted along party lines today. Senator Baldwin says she wishes more would have been done in the Senate.
The recent media reports about what Ambassador Bolton could have testified to had he not been blocked as a witness go to the heart of this impeachment trial: abuse of power and obstruction of Congress.
Moments after the votes were cast, Senator Johnson released this statement: "I am glad that this unfortunate chapter in American history is over. The strength of our republic lies in the fact that more often than not, we settle our political differences at the ballot box, not on the streets or battlefield, and not through impeachment."
New tonight, a Rock County man has been found guilty of sexual assault of a child for a crime that happened back in 2000. Jason Smith, who is from Beloit, pleaded no contest to 2 counts of sexual assault today. This was in Rock County Court. The victim's sexual assault kit was tested as part of a state initiative in 2018. This is the 4th conviction to result from the testing of backlog kits in Wisconsin. Smith's sentencing is set for April. For 8 months, a bill that authors hoped would prevent a backlog of these kits from reforming has sat and waited for a committee hearing.
Now in its place, legislators have put forward a bill that victim advocates say is designed to die. Amy Reed joins us now to explain why they say that is the case.
Yeah, the original bill laid out a timeline for collecting, processing, and storing rape kits, and the hope was that bill would prevent it from forming again. This new bill has everything that bill had. The problem, according to advocates, is the other stuff legislators have added.
We are the pawns in this game.
Not just once.
6 years of awareness of the DNA backlog in Wisconsin. No bill passed and no rush.
But twice, Jacqueline Joski pleaded with lawmakers Wednesday to go back to what they had with rape kit legislation. Signs on either side of her showing how one bill that would set a timeline for the testing and storage of rape kits stalled when a committee in the Assembly refused to hold a hearing.
It has been passed by the state Senate, as 2019 Senate Bill 200.
Until today, but this on a bill that doesn't have her support. Bill authors explaining to the Assembly Committee on Health additional provisions, one that would require law enforcement to tell immigration about the arrest of a suspect of sexual assault if that person is not a U.S. citizen. The other would allow victims to enroll in school choice programs, even if they don't qualify.
This provides an opportunity for that family and that child who maybe wants to get a fresh start without having a fresh residence, to go to an alternate school through the parental choice program.
Both immigration and school choice typically draw political lines, and advocates are frustrated legislators would include those in what they see as necessary legislation.
We believe these provisions will have a chilling effect on immigrant survivors to reporting their assault to law enforcement.
But to the authors of this bill, I'm here to tell you that your actions are naive at the very best and shameful at the worst.
And to victims, the stakes of waiting for politics to play out on two divisive topics are too high.
There is no champion here. There are human beings waiting for justice.
The bill's author said some of these changes had to be made to get the yeses necessary to pass it, but there are enough co-authors on the original bill to pass the Assembly without modifications.
Amy Reed reporting tonight. Amy, thank you.
All right, still ahead on News 3 Now at 6, an update from a water main break this morning on campus, how that could have a lingering effect for a while. The story next. Stay with us.
Mattress savings are heating up at Ashley Home Store's President's Day Mattress Marathon. Save up to $800 instantly on Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, and iComfort Cooling Gel Memory Foam mattresses. Plus, find doorbusters store-wide like this 12-inch Queen Hybrid for just $449. Ashley Home Store.
When we say every Culver's Butterburger is cooked to order, here's what we mean.
Could I get a Butterburger?
The Culver's Deluxe, please.
Ketchup, mustard, pickle, and onion?
Craig Culver, I'm going to cook for you. Follow me.
I would love
Come on in. Fresh beef.
It looks great.
And we're looking for that nice sear, just like we got right here. That's where that great steak flavor comes from.
Totally fresh, made to order, the way you want it.
Searing it to perfection is really cool to see that.
Welcome to Delicious.
Winter in Wisconsin means snow, blustering winds, and sub-zero temperatures. Will your insulation keep your home warm? Frank Construction can always help. We're your roofing and insulation pros. We'll find cracks at air pathways in your insulation that are letting in the icy cold and hindering your comfort. With our thermal imaging and cutting-edge insulation techniques, you'll be sure that your home will be warm and energy efficient for many years to come. Visit frankconstruction.com today and prepare your home for the long winter.
To count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's biggest President's Day appliance sale is here. Save thousands instantly on holiday doorbusters. Get special interest-free financing until 2021. Plus a free 10-year warranty and free delivery. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
An overnight water main break causing some significant damage to a couple buildings on the UW campus. The Engineering Centers building will be closed to everyone until Monday. Normal activities are expected to resume at that time, and all classes currently held in the Materials, Science, and Engineering building will be relocated for about a month. Students and instructors will get information about the new course meeting locations.
Henry Vila Zoo is welcoming 2 new baby African penguins to their flock. Born just 3 days apart, the sister chicks are about 3 weeks old. The zoo's lead keeper says staff is pretty hands-off at this stage with the chicks. Instead, their penguin parents, Pula and Scary, are the baby's primary caretakers.
They're the ones that are incubating the eggs when they hatch. They're feeding the chicks. They're keeping them warm. They're doing all the hard work. All we really do is make sure that the parents are taking care of them and that the chicks are gaining weight necessarily every day.
Zoo officials say they'll soon be looking for public input in naming the 2 penguins. People will be able to vote on several potential names via the zoo's Facebook page. The chicks will make their public debut in April when the climate better suits them.
Next phase of the North Mendota Trail is set to be built. This $1.2 million project will allow the trail to run from Woodland Drive to Governor Nelson State Park. Once all expansion phases are complete, the North Mendota Trail will link several Dane County communities, the town of Westport, the village of Wanakee, and the city of Middleton, as well as recreation destinations as well. This weekend is the Frozen Assets Festival on Lake Mendota. The event features a 5K run on the ice, curling demos, and s'mores roasting. The family-friendly activities are all free. And then there's a fundraiser at night at the Edgewater. Tickets are already sold out for that. Money raised will go to the nonprofit Clean Lakes Alliance. When we come back, we'll get a look at your first alert forecast and what kind of weather we can expect for that festival and anything else you might have planned this weekend. Stay with us.
Mattress savings are heating up at Ashley Home Store's President's Day Mattress Marathon. Save up to $800 instantly on Tempur-Pedic, Beauty Rest, and iComfort Cooling Gel Memory Foam mattresses. Plus, find doorbusters store-wide like this 12-inch Queen Hybrid for just $449. Ashley Home Store.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town. Come to the circus.
See the elephants, tigers, dogs, and all the fun to be had at the Shrine Circus. Enjoy the magnificent elephants while you still can and make memories for a lifetime. Bring the family one and all to the Shrine Circus.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town.
The windows on our homes. We probably don't give them much thought. They're just there, doing what windows do. It's true, they add character and personality. They connect the inside to the outside, and the other way around. But they're also there to do much more. They're there to frame a smile. They provide the perfect light for the perfect moment. They help protect us and the ones we love.
It's perfect. Thank you for choosing our home. Here's a list of our favorite spots to help you live like a local. And here is our Spectrum Wi-Fi password and a channel guide to help you settle in.
Did you say Spectrum?
Experience the fastest starting speeds for the price with Spectrum Internet. At 200 megabits per second, you'll enjoy faster surfing, streaming, and gaming. Switch to Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-902-4499. Then lose yourself in the best in entertainment with more HD and more free on demand. With thousands of free titles to choose from and the best in live TV, there's always something on. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Plus, download the Spectrum TV app for more ways to watch. Call 833-902-4499.
It happened again. You guys were supposed to leave yesterday.
Is that my robe?
Is it?
Lose yourself in the best internet and TV with Spectrum. Switch now from $44.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-902-4499.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's biggest President's Day appliance sale is here. Save thousands instantly on holiday doorbusters. Get special interest-free financing until 2021. Plus a free 10-year warranty and free delivery. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
And Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joining us as we take a look at the complete forecast.
Things very quiet out there right now. Looks like most of the snow tonight is going to miss us to our south and east. Some is showing up on high-resolution Doppler radar, but most of what you see on the back edge of this is not reaching the ground according to surface reports. This is, and it has been snowing pretty steadily from eastern Illinois through northern Indiana and into southern Michigan, where visibilities right now are, some cases like in Kalamazoo, are below a mile. South Bend right now a mile. They were down to a quarter of a mile visibility in heavy snow about an hour and a half ago. But notice southern Wisconsin seeing visibilities at or above 10 miles, meaning very little, if any, of the snow is reaching the ground. And the computer model forecast show maybe an inch over far southeastern Wisconsin, a couple of inches in the Chicago area, and a couple more inches into Indiana and Michigan. So 3 things you need to know in the forecast: that the snow for tonight will stay to our south and to our east. For Sunday, the next round of snow will bring us some minor accumulations. Could see about a 1 to 3 inch snowfall, maybe a little bit more up to the north. And then a more significant weather system on Wednesday brings us the potential for some snow as we get into an active storm pattern. Temperatures will be cold enough for snow right around the freezing mark. And the key for getting heavier snow is to get temperatures as warm as possible so that the atmosphere can hold as much moisture as possible, yet still be cold enough for snow. And you can see those temperatures right at that level, and we'll be in the crosshairs between much colder weather to the west and much warmer weather to the east. Higher probabilities of both happening, with Madison kind of right in the middle with the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. And that means above normal precipitation for much of the country, with the highest probabilities right through our part of the country. And you can see that in the snow forecast. For Sunday, the weather system bringing perhaps about a 3 to 6 inch total through central Wisconsin, maybe a little bit more in some spots. From Madison southward, probably 1 to 3 inches, maybe that dividing line between 3 and 4 inches up toward the Dells. And then on Wednesday, anywhere from Tuesday night into Wednesday and early Thursday, computer models showing several inches of snow. One model showing about a widespread 6 to 9 inch snow through much of central and northern Wisconsin over a couple of day period, 3 to 6 inches over southern Wisconsin, with the heaviest snow out to the west of us. The other computer model shows heavier snow, maybe a foot or more over parts of central Wisconsin, just north of Madison. But this is the model yesterday was showing the widespread snow and lighter snow. Now today the two have flip-flopped. So both models indicating the potential for several inches of snow. It's just a question of how much and when it's going to occur. The main storm track is right over us right now. As long as that stays in position, we're going to see chances for snow. So for tomorrow, what little snow we have will come to an end. Then skies will turn partly sunny with a high temperature of 30. On future track, you can see how we're just kind of on the edge of the system. A little bit of light snow in southeastern Wisconsin. That comes to an end tomorrow. Skies turn partly sunny during the day. Tomorrow night, with partly cloudy skies, will be in the mid-teens, and then high temperatures will be around 30 on Friday. Maybe a chance for a flurry with some clouds moving in from time to time. Again, the heaviest snow for tonight and tomorrow well to our south and to our east. But as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, you'll see those chances for snow Sunday, the middle of next week, and then maybe a little bit of snow toward Valentine's Day as temperatures turn colder at the end of next week.
Up next, Greg Gard and his team are in a fight this Big Ten season. We'll hear how he's the same guy, just sitting in a different chair. Sports is next.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey, Dutch boy, show me Mocha Red.
Okay.
Does it have a smooth, durable finish?
Yes, and it's 50% more stain resistant.
You still talking to Dutch boy?
Dutch boy, show me Sleepy Purple.
Okay.
Oh, would you look at that?
That's better.
He'll still help us paint, right?
With Dutch Boy's quality paint and Menards expert service, you can twist off to something great.
Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
Get more help with your laundry at the laundry cleanup sale now at the Brothers Maine. Save time and money with the latest in laundry from Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana with 0% financing for up to 18 months. Get even more help with free delivery on washer-dryer pairs and our risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. That's why we're the More Store. It's the laundry cleanup sale with more selection, more savings, and more help with your laundry. Only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
He's been a leader throughout the country for the past 12 years. Mr. Michael Bloomberg is here.
Leadership in action. Mayor Bloomberg and President Obama worked together in the fight for gun safety laws, to improve education, and to develop innovative ways to help teens gain the skills needed to find good jobs.
At a time when Washington is divided in old ideological battles, he shows us what can be achieved when we bring people together to seek pragmatic solutions.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
When being sick isn't as bad as not knowing why you're sick.
When questions lead to confusion.
And angst and anxiety. When it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness.
And all you want is a little light.
A little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
If something's important to you, wouldn't you wanna give those important somethings Culligan water? For Culligan can make water softer and cleaner. Culligan water makes green beans green beanier. Washers for dishes, washers for clothes, give the Culligan treatment to those.
Hi, everyone. It could be a slow morning commute for parts of southern Wisconsin Thursday. Hattie will have the first alert weather and traffic updates.
And if you don't usually send in your tax returns early, you might want to this year. We'll tell you why starting at 4:30.
See you then.
Wisconsin men's basketball coach Greg Gard's in the deep water with regard to adversity this season. One starter quits the team, another is coming off suspension. They're fighting for an NCAA tournament berth, and they're playing at Minnesota tonight. Coach Gard's been mum with the media this week, but assistant coach Alondo Tucker, who played for Gard and was an All-American when he was an assistant, says he hasn't been mum with the team this season. He's the same coach, just sitting in a different seat.
He hasn't changed who he is. He just has to take a more vocal approach, and he has that leadership role. He's the CEO. You have to make those decisions. So as opposed to when you're in assistancy, you have to be able to then, again, like you said, pick up for, whatever he needs. But he's been a guy that understands our system, and he knows it really well. So he's thus you see the success that we've had in the wins and losses.
Last week, Michigan State head coach Tom Izzo reached out to Coach Gard after Brad Davison's suspension. And without getting specific, Gard said they touched on multiple topics. Now, Izzo has his own topic. Last night, the Spartans took a home loss to Penn State. This on the heels of losing to a shorthanded Badgers team over the weekend. Social media went full social media on his players, and Izzo took time at his post-game press conference to fire back.
If there's any Michigan State people out there that are abusing some of my players on that frickin' Twitter, I'm sick of it. Okay? I'm sick of dealing with what I got to deal with on that. So if they are Michigan State fans, I'd be more than happy to buy their tickets. And I mean that. I mean that. I'm pretty proud of this place. I'm pretty proud of the 550,000 living alums. And it's despicable on some of the things that have gone out there about some of our guys that have given more to this program than most of those alums or most of those people sitting behind a chicken keyboard. I get paid a lot of money, so take your shots at me. But don't take them on a kid who's been a 3.7 student who's done more for this university than most of those people have. It's despicable to me.
Well, tight end Travis Kelce said, you got to fight for your right to Lombardi. And if you've never partied in Kansas City, you should. As a side note, they don't need a Super Bowl to do it, but when you win a Super Bowl for the first time in 50 years, it is mayhem. Chiefs Kingdom took over the greater Kansas City, Missouri area today. Fun fact, the players are wearing Oakley sunglasses. The free airtime was worth more than $300,000 to the company. Not that they need it. It's 32 degrees and raining in Indianapolis. That's outside. It's raining really, really hard, apparently. Butler hosting Villanova. Hinkle Fieldhouse was built in 1928. It's historic, and it's old, and it's leaking. They were in a rain delay for 15 minutes, and they sent somebody up on the rafters to plug it. They are back underway now, but officials said if rain falls from the sky and the ceiling, I don't want to be that. I think that's a guy. I don't want to, gender him. Then they're going to stop the game and postpone it if there are more raindrops. So they are close to the end of the first half.
He's plugging. He's like, I'm just going to stand here.
They would have to find somebody else. Hey, Lewis, go up there and catwalk.
That's where they shot Hoosiers, man. That's the historic Hinkle. That's old building.
Get some
much respect.
Duct tape up there.
Yeah, find a way. You got to play basketball. No rain here.
Now, around here, if there's anything, it'll be snow, but you can see farther to the south, mainly snow over northern Indiana, and then it changes to rain around Indianapolis. But around here, that snow just not reaching the ground. You can see the forecast models indicating maybe an inch of snow over southeastern Wisconsin. Look for cloudy skies this evening. Temperatures dropping into the lower 20s, and a high tomorrow of about 30 with some sunshine returning.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.